Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going today? I have a cool install, especially too with this new camera. Looking forward to trying this camera out with this perfect piece here. This is going to be the COBB engine cover. So it's going to go right here. In the past, if you've seen my videos, I had a torque solution cover, which is a pretty good product, but can't really pass up some nice carbon fiber to go along with this other trim I have here. Now in the package you get the cover itself. You're going to see 2 brackets, 3 mounting screws for the top here, as well as 2 other screws to mount this L bracket. Apart from that, you get the custom license plate cover. Thanks Matt for putting that together, and some stickers, and then also a little foam cover, which I believe is going to go kind of right along this section here. So let's get to it. So this is going to be a pretty simple install. The tools you'll need is a 10mm, if you can find it, a 4mm Allen key, then a flathead screwdriver. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove this 10mm here and take this bracket off. Now on your car you may actually have another 10mm here as well, and you'll need to remove that as well to get this off. Once you have the bracket removed, you'll take this bracket here along with the 2 supplied 10mm bolts. And if you see down here on this left side, you'll attach it there, as well as on the top another 10mm here. I now have my 10mm tightened here, as well as right down here, and I have this front bracket secure. Now what we're going to move on to now is this rear bracket. Now I believe this is involving 2 push clips, which are going to be located right here as well as right here. So you'll use your flathead, go ahead and get these clips off, and this bracket is going to wedge right down underneath here. Now that you have these 2 push clips removed, you have access down in here. Now if you see right here, there's your intake manifold as well as this hose. So what you'll do is actually slide this piece up underneath between right here as well as this portion here. Put your clip back in. Pretty simple. With the top bracket, now I have it put in with these 2 push clips. And I did want to note here with these push clips, I did have to use a hammer to kind of tap down on them to get them to set, and it worked for me. But if for some reason your push clips happen to break, you can always use a bolt with a nut on the bottom side just to hold this bracket on. Now moving on to the section of putting the cover on, there is, let me show you here, this little foam piece. And looking at everything here, the foam piece is going to lay down right over this section here. So it'll be about right here. You'll have to kind of set your cover on, figure out the exact location, and get it applied. As you can see on my cover here, I now have it applied on this left side. So whenever it's flipped around, it's sitting right on top of here. Now your final grand finale step is just to take these screws along with the washer, fit them into the section here, and tighten them down with the 4mm Allen key. Now one thing to pay attention to is before you start, just kind of look through here, make sure all your holes line up before you start tightening one of them down. Whenever you're tightening these bolts up, it's good to go ahead and thread them in a little bit each by hand. That way you have a little bit of wiggle room, and once you have all 3 threaded, you'll tighten them all down. So overall, this was a pretty quick install. Definitely looks really cool here. Like I said before, it goes along perfect with these other pieces. In the future, I'm gonna definitely have to get the carbon fiber here to replace this shroud. Overall, I'm very impressed. I think the badge is really cool on here. Make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for some future videos here coming up. And as always, happy driving and enjoy.